Hi there, this is Rhonda from Rhonda's Close to My Heart. You can follow me on Facebook, Rhonda's Close to My Heart Paper Divas if you'd like. You can shop with me at paperdivas.closetomyheart.com. I want to thank you for watching me today. Today I'm going to show you a video of how I made not only this layout here using the Evergreen products from the last catalog and the new super cute Snow Mice, but I'm also going to show you how I made these cards using those, basically those same products. I have a lot of products to show you, and I'm just going to give a quick run through of how I made this layout before I get started with the cards. This was a very simple layout. I started out using the Evergreen paper pack, and I used this piece right here. The back side of it was the music. Now this is from the last catalog, the November-December 2023 catalog. If this product is still available, I will link it in the description. It also has a beautiful sticker sheet, which I used a couple of pieces off of it. Off of the sticker sheet, I used this piece here, which was Cold Hands, Warm Heart. I used this piece here, Winter Wishes, which was right here. And then I used this piece here, which was just this little journaling spot right there. And then I used Baby, It's Cold Outside. You can see that. It's just a little dovetailed piece. Banner at the bottom there. There's some beautiful winterish, not really Christmassy, but winterish stickers on here, and I plan to use more in my next layout. The other products that I used on this was get my papers out here. I used Mix-In paper pack, which in every catalog there's a Mix-In paper pack. Now that goes with both of the featured paper packs in the catalogs. So they always have some really super nice neutral patterns that blend well with either paper pack or on their own. Now out of this, I used this piece here, which is in these little squares. It's just a really soft, I don't know, it's got like a pine needle on it. So anyway, that's the Mix-In, and you get 6 different papers that are two-sided, have different patterns on each side. So I used this piece here. The other side has this kind of more geometric design on it. And then I also used this and this piece, or this. I love this. This was probably my favorite piece other than the Desert Rose in that paper pack. I love this piece right here. And so I used that, a 1-inch strip down here on the bottom, and then I used a 1/2-inch strip along the top here. Now this piece right here with the pine snowflakes, I call them, is actually this. And I just cut from this section to this section, so I had the green borders. I just cut that out, 2 different. Now the whole piece of paper, as you can see here, to get back to that Evergreen pack, that whole piece there is rows of different patterns of the pines, and then the snowflakes are the biggest strip. So it was really nice pack to cut up. I really like it that way. And so we have the Evergreen here, and the Mix-Ins here. And now this piece here is also in the Evergreen, and that is on the back side of that. Very pretty, pretty, pretty pine sprig piece. Now, the other things that I used in here, of course, are the new Snow Mice Stamp and Thin Cut Set. Now this is in the brand new catalog, the January-February catalog from 2024, which I did a walkthrough in my last video if you'd like to have a better close-up look at some of the other products. This has these 4 mice that come with thin cuts, and then a varying group of little sentiments. And so what I used in here is basically just the mice. Now, I didn't use this one. I used these 3 mice. So I have 2 of them here, and I've shimmer brushed the snowball, and I've put some stickles around his fur, around his face, and on the bottom of his little jacket there. And then on this one, I just put some shimmer brush on the snowballs and then on the tip of his hat, which I did the other 2 too on the little fuzzy things. Now that's all I used out of the snow mice. Now the other product that I used that I really enjoyed, and I just got these on the boxing sale, are these snowflakes. They're just thin cuts. They make these beautiful snowflakes, gorgeous snowflakes. I cut them out in white, Seabrook, and gold glitter paper. I just cut a whole bunch of them, and this is what I have left. And they're just so pretty. They're just very detailed. I loved the pop of Seabrook because it just looks so nice with this. Well, it's Seabrook paper in the background there. So you have a Seabrook one, a white one, and a gold one here. I didn't glue this one down because I wanted to be able to put my pictures in there, which I'm waiting for the big snow storm to hit us here in Michigan. We got a little snow, but now it's turning to rain. My family lives in Kansas. Part of our family lives in Kansas, and they got bombed with snow. So we have another Seabrook here in gold and white. And then these 3 little stars are from the insides of the little snowflake. Each one had a little star there, and so I put 3 of them there, 1 of each color, and then the 2 white ones right here, so we'd have those. Now, on all of the papers on the center, on the 1/2-inch strip, and on this border on the bottom, I used my Ranger, well, this one's actually from scrapbook.com, but Ranger makes them too. And I distressed all the papers. These are the photo placeholders that you get when you buy our scrapbook workshops. And so I use those to hold a place for my photos right there. Now, there is one thing else I forgot to tell you. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot I was going to show you Volume 3 of our Make It From Your Heart program, this is in our core catalog. This is an older one. I meant to get this out. I was trying to be so efficient here and have everything out and ready. I used, let me find it. It's bookmarked here somewhere in one of these. Maybe it was. Oh, fiddlesticks. Don't you just hate when you have a big plan in your head and then something always falls through? I just really wanted to show you which layout I designed this layout off of, and I did it almost exactly. And now I can't find the dang thing. We'll find it. We'll get to it. Bear with me. Maybe we'll get to it. Or maybe we won't. Well, you can see all these lovely layouts in this book. in the beginning of the books, they have, so if you're looking for a layout that has 4 photos, 5 photos, 7 photos, you can look in the front of the book. And so that's what I'm going to do right now so I can find my layout. I'm sure it was in this book. I have them all. And for some reason, I cannot find it. Ah, right there, layout 76. It was way in the back because it was one that, it's here. It was one that they used Pocket Plus pages. You can see here, there's the layout. And then on the bottom, you can see these 2 strips here. Those are the Pocket Pluses, where you can add them in to the centers of your layouts, which gives you a great opportunity to add more pictures and journaling. So this is the layout I designed it by, and you can see pretty much it's almost exactly the same, except for this little thing here. I made my little embellishment cluster there. And then this one here, I made my embellishment cluster here. And then I added a 3rd embellishment cluster, kind of cluster, up here on the top, and added my 2 titles there. But I really like the way it turned out, and I just wanted to show it to you. On my last video, I promised I was going to make a layout using the Snow Mice and the Evergreen. I also used thin foam tape for the mice and the titles to pop them up a little bit. Now we're going to move on to these cute cards I made. So I'm going to come down here a little bit. Let's zoom down here a little bit so we can get a better picture of these. These are the original 2 I made. Now, where I got that from, those designs both came out of the book. This one and this one is where I got my inspiration from. I love using our books for inspiration for making cards and layouts. Those, along with the book I just showed you, the Make It From Your Heart books, are just super for inspiration. Now the colors I used on this one, let's start with this one, are, and I have them right here with my stamp pads, Pine, Ballerina, Seabrook, and Periwinkle. And so I cut a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of each of those 4 colors. Okay, and then I took the Snow Mice stamp and I used the Snowflakes, and this one here, it's like just a little dots. I used these 3 features and I stamped a design tone on tone with the stamp colors, with the ink colors. I did tone on tone stamping. The other thing on this card is these Snowflakes, which are from the winter acrylic shapes, and I don't think these are available any longer. The scalloped piece here, that scalloped piece is from the Stamp of the Month, which is this set. It's called Looking Forward, and it's this thin cut. Now, if you were to use the coordinating stamp set for that thin cut, you would get this. The Best Is Yet to Come. Isn't that cute? Really like it. And then this piece right here is this piece here that says Goals. And I used the snow mice, and I stamped Wishing You Happy Winter Days. And I just went into my stash and found this little piece of ribbon and put that across the bottom. Now I'm going to give you a really quick demonstration of how I cut these to get these pieces. It's super easy. Oops, I almost spilt my water. So what I did, now this is my way of thinking, is I know that I needed a diagonal piece for here and this little wedge for here. So all I did is I put my paper in my paper trimmer and lined it up after I cut these 4 by 5 1/4, and I cut all 4 colors: pine, ballerina, seabrook, and periwinkle. I cut all 4 colors, 4 by 5 1/4. I went corner to corner, like so. And then, because I wanted them to be exact, I kind of just held them together, rotated it, lined them back up, corner to corner, making sure my 2 pieces are staying together. I went like that. And I did that to all 4 pieces. Now, I made some more. So that was simple. And then I simply just did, using the 4 ink colors, I just did tone on tone stamping to give each piece this nice little design. You could use pattern paper too, but I thought that was really cute, and that's what they'd done in the book. So that's what I did. Now, on these 2 pieces here, because I had cut a whole bunch of these, some of these didn't quite match up. I had to kind of fiddle with them a little bit to match them up. So when you cut your pieces, they may be off a little bit. You could always use the first one and then put that on your piece of paper and trace them out so that you get a more exact cut. You could trace them out and cut them by hand, but I made it work. I just kind of trimmed a little off a couple of different places, and then if it doesn't meet in the middle, it doesn't matter. Or if it's overlapped in the middle, it doesn't matter, because you have your scalloped piece on top. Now you could use any shape you wanted for that. Isn't that mouse just adorable? Wishing you a happy winter days with the 3 snowflakes. So I've made a few of these. The other 2 I just made, I used the skier because I don't know when else I'm going to use the skier. So I thought I'm going to send a couple of these cards out to my customers, and I thought, well, I'm going to use these, and I just used the Thanks Snow Much on them. Isn't he cute? I tried to use matching colors to color this mouse too, to go with the papers. I think I did a pretty good job. So that is all that's on that card. The second card I made was this one, which was this in here, and I pretty much followed that. You can see I pretty much followed that card. Now, of course, I didn't know what size of circles they used. And in our core book, we have a pack of circles like this, except for there's 2 more, I believe. I think there's 6 sizes of circles. This is an older set, but I used this piece right here. And this is a 2-inch circle. So that's what I used on there. And I cut 4 different circles out in the Evergreen and Mix In paper pack. I have the Seabrook in the background. I used 2 different shimmer brushes, pine and toffee. I did a little splattering, you can see. And then I went around all of my circles in toffee ink with the blending tool. And then this little thing here that I have, I used our brand new white word strips, which are in the new catalog also. These are really super nice. They're like a paper board, so they're not quite as heavy as chipboard, but they're a little thicker than cardstock. And they just are tons of different designs, as you can see, and they come in 4 different neutral colors. These are super nice. They're called word strips. So, and then in the background here, I have a piece of toffee cardstock. And I just kind of looked at the picture in the book and kind of tried to visualize where those circles were and how they were overlapped. And then I used the two little mice to put on here, the one with the big snowball and then the one with the little snowballs. And I just colored them with whatever colors I wanted to color them with. So that is it, folks. That is all I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did like the content, I'd appreciate a thumbs up and maybe a comment, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll get notifications when I've posted something new, so I hope that you do. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.